No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle of my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk down the man right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shorty oughta been my me. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left, yeah.
Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, down, there's no basic. I know these be hating.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. Winston from the gun on third down. It's caught. Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So opening drive third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Ready?
Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Winston. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? Move ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready? Move ready. Check. 53 flight. Check. 53.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready? Move ready.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Ready? Blue ready.
sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
All right, now look at 56.
Darnold on first down. Ball going deep here for Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Winston. Pass incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Winston now. Looking downfield for Jones, and that's caught inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. Third down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
Here's Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now the pitch comes to Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
On 3rd down, Winston. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. From the gun, Winston. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Ready? Black 25. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Tommy. Wait, hold up.
Here's Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Marvin Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now look at 56.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Detroit!
And they'll run it here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. This quarterback now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone! Gone! Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready! Black 25!
Winston to throw it this time. Being chased out, looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Detroit! Leopard!
To throw on second down is Darnold. It's caught on the right side. Williams. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Watch it now, Barney!
Darnold from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Gold is able to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, nice move. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Third and long for Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now here come the Raiders. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Darner. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Adams. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Let's go now. Green, triple C. Ready. Black 22. Hey, sub.
Back to it after the pick six. Winston dancing to his left. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Green, triple C. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. A 1st down throw for Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. He was looking for a new one there. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be line just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ingram again, a first down carry. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. To throw, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Adams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Down, Adams, and he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Flex round! Flex round!
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that